Hello everyone, I hope you're all doing well and staying safe. For this video we'll be going through an unboxing of the Sonic the Hedgehog Green Hill Zone set 21331, and this particular LEGO set is from the LEGO Ideas line and came out this year being 2022. So this was definitely hard to say no to, in the sense that for me, I started out my console days on the Sega side of things as opposed to Nintendo. So whilst the Mario LEGO sets don't look too bad, the Sonic set of Green Hill Act 1 does hold a certain level of nostalgia. So when I found out this set was coming out, it's pretty much a case of when I can get it, I will get it. So I've had it in the backlog for a little bit, but my LEGO unboxings have slowed down a little bit since the acquisitions are slowing down for the rest of the year. So I'll probably just look towards doing maybe a LEGO unboxing. I'd like to say at least once a fortnight, hopefully once a week. There's still enough LEGO content to do that, and hopefully start getting myself organized to do some proper reviews. Well, that's the plan. Anyway, Sonic the Hedgehog Green Hill Act 1. So here we have the front of the box. A very nice looking front of the box, so a very iconic part of the Green Hill Zone. I do feel it's probably chopped and sliced and done a few other things with various parts of the zone, but that's okay. You can't really have the entire length of the zone in LEGO. Well, you could, but it'd be a very big box. So we have good old Sonic going up for a jump. We have one of the little crab bots, one of the Motobots, and Robotnik himself at the end of Act 1, which is very, very cool. We have a few of the rings, some of the checkpoints, the boxes. Overall, it's a very nice looking representation of the zone. In fact, we even have a nice little Sonic health bar here in the corner. So I quite like the look of it. As I said, it does bring back a nice level of nostalgia, and I do look forward to doing a short for this in the future. And I'm sure Instagram will let me do it more than YouTube will, but I'm definitely looking for the Green Hill Zone music. So that is the front of the box for Sonic. We do have a nice little view of the actual game of Sonic and Robotnik with a ring. Boy, do I remember jumping for that ring at the end. A little representation of Sonic in his zone. And before we look at the back of the box, so here's a better look at some of the minifigs, or quote-unquote minifigs. I think Sonic is probably the most minifig of them all, right through to Robotnik himself. And there's a one-to-one of Sonic. In terms of the back of the box, so we do have some dimensions at the very top. So what do we have here? Basically 14 inches in length, so 36 centimeters, and 7 inches in height, which is 17 centimeters. We do have some interchangeable faces for the Motobot. Sonic grabbing some of his rings. Not sure if that's to suggest it actually works as a spring or not, but who knows. The emerald crystals, very nice that we get all of them. And yeah, just another shot of the zone itself. Sonic's life bars, rings, checkpoint. If I remember correctly, that was a +1 life. That would have been... That's interesting. That looks like rings. I'm surprised it's not his little invincible one. But anyway, and then Robotnik at the end. So that is a very cool looking set. So that was a look of the box. I will crack open the box and then we can have a better look at the included manual and the bags within. And with a bit of luck, the manual might even have a few little nostalgic callbacks to the game, or maybe even some little fun factoids. They're always cool to look for. And with everything out of the box, so it came out to a total of 7 bags, 6 general size ones and a small one, 2 sticker sheets, interestingly enough, and the manual that we have here. And boy, do I enjoy the front. That is pretty much a nice callback to the front of the Sonic the Hedgehog game. And fun factoid, I do still own a Sega Mega Drive. It does still work the last I checked, and I do still own a copy of Sonic. I am almost tempted to spin it up in the near future. In fact, I might have to try and actually grab the cartridge box and see if I can photo shoot with it. Anyway, there's the front of the manual, and it is a decent sized manual. And on the very back we have the word "end," with Robotnik having a bit of a... how can we put this nicely? Some choice actions, to say the least. In terms of what's inside, so we have, so what do we have here? From Sega fan creation to Lego fan creation. So I can only imagine that on the left, someone decided to create a number of Sonic themed items, and what they did is very, very cool looking, and it sounds like Lego took this on board and made a dedicated set. I won't go through all of that, but here we go, celebrating 30 years of Sonic. 1991, gosh. Whew. Whew. That felt a little awkward. Anyway, moving along. Yes, I do still have that. So there's a nice little history run for Sonic. Fan designer, Lego players. So I do actually like how some of these ideas booklets have some of these nice little blurbs about the design process and things like that. Brick separator, and then we're going through the bags list. So bag 1, 2 and 3, 4, 5, and 6. And in fact, it'll probably be both 6s. And we do still have a nice little Sonic figure being our progress bar. So, putting Sonic together, attaching a ring, and then basically building through things, building through the crab bug, and then starting through Green Hill. Let's see if I can page through this fairly quickly. Although it looks like step 26 ends bag 1, step 27 will start bag 2. I apologise if I do accidentally miss the start and end of a bag. So if I haven't really seen any fun little factoids being written in the booklet, that's okay. Although looking at some of this, you'd think you were building Minecraft. So we're into the step 100s, building his little loop-de-loop. Okay, so I've missed the transition of bags 2 to 3. But step 124 finishes bag number 3, and it looks like we are rewarded with a emerald crystal at the end of each bag, potentially. Very nice. Sonic is almost at the halfway mark. Starting bag number 4 with, well, the Motobug. Boy, does that bring back memories. And then getting back onto step 125 to building more of Green Hill. And then going through that build, feeling like you're building Minecraft, just the way that the colours look. But this looks like a very nice little solid set. I actually do believe a few people I know have actually picked this up and have built it. And from what I recall, a lot of their feedback has been very positive. So still building through, going into the 170s, 180s. I feel like there should be a bag transition very soon. In fact, we have different computer boxes. So we have his life, his shield, speed, his invincibility. I guess he does have a ring one. As I said, it's been a while. Step 200 will finish bag number 5. So yes, I have missed a few of the bag transitions, but that's okay. Number 6. So we'll start off building Robotnik's little vehicle. I'm sure it has a proper technical name. That's at least 60 steps. Get another emerald crystal, and then building Robotnik himself, who is he's a bit of a build. He's not a minifig per se. It's a decent build. And then his head is fairly accurate, and then putting him in his thing. Oh, that's a nice little Easter egg. So apparently Sonic has been wounded and has lost his rings. And of course, in saying that, I also hit the stand of the... so yeah, step 95 brings an end to that. Final emerald crystal, and just a few parts of the playability of the set. So yes, it looks like it actually will be an operational bouncing pad of some sort, to the point that it's a warning about Sonic the uses the projectile. And then there you go, the completed Green Hill Act 1. And here we have Sonic having all the emerald crystals. Is he going to go supersonic? To be determined. And then just a breakdown of the ideas process. Here's your feedback page and the fairly hefty parts list. So that was the manual for the Sonic set. In terms of the stickers, let's see if I can figure out which one is which. So here's the sticker sheet number 1. So just we have some of the front of the computer monitors, Sonic's health bar, and some other details. So that's first sheet. Second one is just some detailing for the zone itself. It's not too bad. Looking at bag number 1, so we do know bag number 1 will build Sonic and bits and pieces of the, well, start of Green Hill. There will also be 2 smaller bags included. In fact, since Sonic's head is nicely in view, not too bad looking. There's some nice parts in there, and some nice little oogly eyes. And that is bag number 1. Nothing too hefty there. Bag number 2, still building Green Hill obviously. There is, once again, 2 smaller bags inside. So a lot of these will be the flatter pieces, not so much these large brick pieces, which is to be expected. Looking through the build, it's more progressive layering. That's bag number 2. Bag number 3, let's get into some larger pieces, and I do believe this would have been when we were building the little loop-to-loop. Hence why there's probably a lot of browns in there. Also a good amount of greens as well, and continuing theme of 2 small bags. That, bag number 3. Bag number 4. Obviously still Green Hill. And this one may only have the 1 small bag inside as well. I do like how with all of these bags there's enough there to feel like you're accomplishing something, but there's they're sizable enough that you can still take logical breaks. And I also will correct myself, there actually are 2 small bags in there. Just one was very well hidden. That's bag number 4. Bag number 5 with some clear items, which is very nice. And I think this will only have the one small bag, unless the other one is hiding really, really well. That's bag number 5. As for bag number 6's, I'll start off, there's this little, very small bag number 6. Just some small pieces, which is too much of a hassle. And then the larger bag number 6. And it does look like there's a small bag inside. In fact, there's probably 2. We do have some clear pieces in there as well. Some large Lego hands, which aren't too bad. Looks like the top of Robotnik's head, although it's decided to flip around the other way. But that is also a very nice collection of Lego bits as well. And I can also see some emerald crystals. Very nice. That's bag number 6. That brings us to an end of the unboxing of the Sonic the Hedgehog Green Hill Zone set 21331. This will be a very fun set to build. The nostalgia factor is definitely there. It would have been nice to have a few little booklet factoids within the build, like we've seen in other ideas sets. Optimus Prime being a good example. But at the same time, it's not super critical. This completed set looks great. It will definitely be something to display somewhere very nice and prominently. It'll be interesting to see how, not so much Sonic, but I wasn't paying attention to how Robotnik gets connected to everything, the grand scheme of things, so it'll be interesting to see how that works out. I'm sure he connects to the set somehow, but as I said, wasn't paying attention. Thank you very much for watching this unboxing video. Feel free to leave a like, a comment, subscribe if you enjoyed the content. All of this does help support the channel, and I do greatly appreciate it. Extra content can also be found on my Instagram account, link below. Stay safe and take care, and I will catch you all in a future video, whether it's another Lego video or a video in the other diverse range of video content on my channel. See ya.